Hi Eric, I've read through your task 4 and I have the following comments for you. I'm focusing on the different phases of writing for my commentary this time. This is in order to give you an idea of how you can improve the writing process in the future. There's a video that you can find if you go to the Plan for English in the folder called Plans. The video is called The Phases of Writing. Gives you an idea of what the heck I'm talking about. But this is to do with the editing phase, which is where you organize your draft so that it is coherent, it's logical, and your point of view comes across. It's also in the editing phase that you decide what information is lacking or what information is irrelevant and should be thrown away. There's not a lot to be said in terms of proofreading because you have your English functions very well. There is no issue in terms of grammar or in terms of vocabulary, etc. Outside of the fact that that can always be improved, but it works very well. Your paragraphs work very well as well. I've just basically written down good. So you've got a handle on the paragraphs, you've got well-functioning grammar, etc. So that's really good. So you've got all the more reason to focus on the editing because you don't have very many things you need to consider when you write. There's no title here. There's no introduction to the text. This means that this text is not orientated towards its reader. That's a draft, basically. That's indicative of a draft. The final text must consider its reader. Otherwise, it's just you solving a task, which is really not that interesting. There is, however, a good introduction to the Danish efforts against ISIL. And that works very well. So again, why aren't you just basically doing it? Why don't you give me a title, give me an introduction, so that I as a reader can follow your logic? Because the logic is there. You do have kind of like an instinctual idea of how to create logic with your language. So you just basically need the last bits in order to make this make this a whole text. So that should really be, I think, a priority. So good structure, good coherence, clear communication, etc. Just tweak it so that there is a title, maybe subheadings going along the way that make sense in terms of the content, so that you are orientating your text towards the reader. Okay, I'm starting to repeat myself here, but that is really what you need because everything else is actually working quite well. Okay, so consider your reader. Doesn't matter what genre you're writing in, outside of the very kind of formulaic military genres that you sometimes write in. Doesn't matter what text you're writing, you always write to a reader. And that reader has to be guided through your text. As it is now, it's there because you have an instinctual idea of it, but it's not very considered and not very overtly directed at the reader. And you should do that. It will make you appear in control and it will make you more credible when you come to the conclusion of the text. We understand that this is someone in control, he knows what he's doing, there's no reason why I should question his conclusion. Yeah, that's it for me. If there are any comments or questions, you can write me an email. Otherwise, I'll see you on the last Friday of the course. Okay, bye for now.